Hey everyone, how's it going? Viro here, along with...
Wedge? Sorry, I was
Okay,
muted.
good you heard me. First things first, how is the sound volume between both of us and the music? Go ahead and say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I need to raise the music a tad bit, I will, but it's meant to be background music. As you can tell, we so had this planned.
Yes. Yeah. Planned.
Alright, so... we're gonna automatically... for this, cast, we are gonna talk about, I don't know, some of our favorite game art styles, I guess, and just talk about it.
And when we came up with it, well, I came up with this, it was just kind of a short notice thing. I was thinking more like artistic-wise, not graphical-wise, but artistically.
Right. That's what you're gonna call Wedge? Seriously? Or
What?
are you talking to me or what? Anyways, let's just go ahead and blow it out of the water because it's gonna come up anyways, probably between both of us. But yeah, let's get out of the way. Wind Waker. It's my favorite Zelda game, and it's what introduced me to this cel-shaded graphics, which is one of my favorite art styles as far as... Not to mention, it's a really great game.
That is true. I will agree. When it comes to that type of art style, I also really enjoy it. I didn't even think to put that on my list. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I thought of cel-shaded games, which is one of the ones that I have on my list.
Right.
Mine that I put on there was a lesser-known game called Cell Damage, which again is cel-shaded, kind of in a different way though. I mean, it's of course not going to be the same art style. Like, it's the same style. It's still cel-shaded, but you know, it's going to be drastically different than other games. Every game uses each style in their own way.
Right. Hold on.
No problem.
Great, perfect way to have a frog in my throat. Nice. But yeah, gosh, trying to come up with all this on the spot, I don't have a really lot of games that I think of, so I'm currently trying to look through my Steam list to see what catches my eye.
It was definitely a spur of the moment thing.
Well, I've been wanting to do this with you for a long time now.
That's what I was gonna bring up. So, I was gonna have like a, intermediate break from the game talk and just talk about our channel in general. So, been on kind of a hiatus, I have, from this, and you started doing Twitch in that meantime. I was going to school, going to my computer career for computers and technology. So during that time, I didn't do anything. Man, I was busy between work and school. But this is a channel idea that we've had in the works since. And when would you think that we started this?
Well, our YouTube channel is like, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years old. somewhere
Yeah.
around that area. Actually, come to mention it, isn't this your first time like live on Twitch?
Yep. Sure is.
Well, how's it feel?
Meh. Doesn't feel any different.
Well, just ruin the moment, why don't you?
A little bit. That's what I'm here for.
Everyone, Wedge here, ruining the moment for Christmas.
Yes. Woo!
But yeah, I guess another memorable kinda art style type thing. I really honestly like kind of, I don't know, in a way, kinda like, what would you call the Lego series? Like the Lego games.
Good question.
Just
I was kind of
just childlike or what?
I was kind of thinking about that too, because I was drawn to when talking about art style, and actually had a discussion with my girlfriend about this. We just bought a game on Steam called Toy Box Turbos, which I know you've seen it.
Yeah. I was gonna play it for the charity, but
Were you really? It's actually pretty fun. She really likes that style, and so do I. I really enjoy those. I don't know.
I think what I like about it is the thought of being shrunk down.
Yeah, the atmosphere is
Right.
yeah. I agree with that. I was drawn to with my list of like micro machines and the Toy Box Turbos because I really do like that. It's like the Army Men games.
I'm gonna attempt not to break the stream, and I'm gonna try to play a video here on the stream while
Okay.
you're talking about Turbo Micro. It just might take me a minute because I haven't gotten used to working one screen with streaming yet, especially doing a bunch of stuff.
I mean, I haven't done anything with streaming, so you're ahead of me on that one. So, what I was gonna... Yeah, that's what it's called. Not to make everything, awkwardly quiet.
Well, sadly, nothing was completely set up since we didn't know what we was talking about.
It's true.
So,
I'm gonna do some searches, and that's gonna be what happens during this, so that I can
nice.
be on top of things. Oh, talking about that style, right?
Right.
Reminds me of, I just saw the trailer for this, but we know the Army Men series, right?
Right. That's actually one of the ones I kind of want to play more games of.
Yeah. And that's what I think of when I think of that style, is the games like Micro Machines,
Right.
Army Men. So it reminded me of, have you seen the trailer of this new game coming out called The Mean Greens?
Yes, I actually was about ready to buy that again because someone was playing it actually during the charity.
Oh, it's on sale. Yeah, I mean, I want to play it. Man, that looks fun. I do love the art style of that. I love how it's like, like Army Men was, where it's in a room and
I'm
you
covering
got
my face at the moment, so
Gotcha. Yeah, that's That's Toy Box Turbos.
Oh no, I gotta keep the window up somewhere. I'm just now learning. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything. Hey, it's playing. Good.
Nice.
And it's completely glitching out too, so nicely done.
Even
nicely
better.
done, YouTube. Oh, it's shrunk down, I think. Well, there's like half the video. Sorry for the poor quality.
At least it gives you a taste of what the game is.
Oh, It is pretty much Micro Machines for the N64, or any Micro Machines for that matter.
True. Yes.
Because I think they had a few games on like the Genesis, Super Nintendo, and stuff like that as well.
And on the PS2, Micro Machines V4.
Yeah, PlayStation actually had a few of them.
Yep. So, you were going to play Toy Box Turbos for a stream?
Yeah, but then I decided on Toy Story just to be ironic, since we was raising money for Toys for Tots.
Oh, nice. Have you played Toy Box Turbos yet?
I have not, but I know it does have an online mode, I believe.
Yes, it does.
So that kinda... Actually, another person streamed it on the event and was asking if anyone would be on to play the game with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but sadly I had to work.
Oh, yeah. Toy Box Turbos is actually a really fun game. My only gripe with it is, and again, it's, you know, it's not a AAA title. It's not, you know.
Right.
But I kind of wish it had a little bit more content.
How many tracks does it have?
Again, wish it had a little bit more content. It, not many, actually. Me and my girlfriend were playing it, beating the story mode, just to unlock vehicles.
Right.
So there's different tiers of vehicles. You get like the lower tier, the higher tier, and so forth.
Right.
I kind of wish it was just one single tier and you unlocked vehicles and you could upgrade your vehicles. See what I mean?
Right.
Because when you're playing, go ahead.
I was gonna say they could just go the way of like everyone knows what Mario Kart is. Everyone knows how it works. Especially the later ones, you unlock a ton of like, well, here in recent games, you unlock custom parts to make your kart look different and stuff as you're racing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I remember the time when characters being unlockable was an in-game thing.
Yeah. See, I kind of wish it had that because each tier only has, I think, 5 vehicles per tier.
I have never played Rock and Roll Racing, but I had it brought up to me and I looked at it and I actually won it, kind of. It was a game on Super Nintendo that someone brought up to me.
Really?
It was a little while ago. I don't remember what we was talking about, but it got brought up, and it's kind of like it's like the Micro Machine type racing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking it up now. Looks pretty awesome. I don't know, I like that style too, I guess. The
Yeah.
the top-down view.
Right.
They added into Micro Machines like a retro top-down view, which is just a straight static top-down view.
Yeah.
Found that to be a lot easier
Right.
than the angled view.
This is... Yay, free advertisement on my stream. Just wanted to get a little bit of gameplay image in for it.
Yeah. But
For
what else?
Ray Robotnik down there.
It does look pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than the Micro Machines are F-Zero, which
Yep.
is another different type of racer. Gosh, let me see if I can reset that, because that's gonna bug me not being on the scene.
Oh, so another thing I wanted to bring up, talking about like our channel, right? We plan on doing this. What were you saying? Like every Monday?
Well, I was thinking maybe more on Wednesday since it works out better for me, but I don't know how it works for you though.
Same as on Monday. I get home at 8,
I was
hopefully.
just excited tonight, so I wanted to get something done.
Yeah, and so what I'm one of the things I wanted to bring up is we want to make this regular, and just starting out, it's going to be a little bumpy. So I wouldn't expect it regularly. That's what I'm saying right now. Not till we get everything worked out.
Oh no, that's not. Oh crap, I just messed that up. I really wish I had a second screen.
Going on your wish list, right?
Something like that. Already have, let's see, what is it? I already have like $65 towards it.
Oh, nice.
50 for me personally, and that friend from work donated to me $15.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, now it should be pretty set whenever it updates during... Let me see if I can refresh it. Wait. I'm butchering using OBS. There we go. Yes, Ray.
For streaming, definitely.
The racetrack on there, the grid on the track reminds me of Tron.
It does.
I don't know if you're seeing it on the stream right now.
Yeah, I am.
Sadly, he's not able to look directly at me since I don't really know how to capture two webcams without one of us being, yeah.
Larger than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meh. It's working. I'm going by ear, not by sight.
And good, by the end of this, you'll have a strong sense of hearing.
Or bad eyesight.
Right.
Sorry, worse eyesight. Since I'm already wearing glasses.
Right. I haven't quite hit that point yet. I'm hoping I don't, but whatever happens, happens.
Glasses aren't so bad. People say it's. I've never had contacts, but I gotta say it's better than sticking something in your eye.
Yeah, that would kind of bug me, I think.
It bugged me too, and I haven't. I don't need to try them to know I won't like them.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Supposed to be game graphics or something like that? Or game art styles?
Art styles.
And we're talking about contacts. Granted, about the eyes, but still.
Things happen. Things happen. Hey, maybe if you're wearing your contacts or not wearing your contacts, you're getting a whole different art style.
You're getting the art style of black screen. Or blackness.
Or blurry.
Yeah, if I try to stick something in my eye, yeah. It's one of the things that make you shudder.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh. Well, this has nothing to do with art style, but thought I might throw out there since I have my Sega Genesis sitting right here. I actually played some Mutant League football during the night before Halloween, I think.
Nice. I remember that game.
I was horrible at it.
I mean, you haven't played it in forever, right?
Well, only when I did have it was through renting it.
And I remember playing it at that time.
Yeah.
Since that was the only way that I played it too, was you rented it.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you played it then?
Yeah.
It was a really long time ago when I rented it.
I know. We've been playing games at each other's houses for a long time.
I know, but I didn't think it was that long.
Yeah.
Make me feel really old. Then again, I kinda announced it with just my stream name.
Yeah. I'm not that old.
He's lying. He really is. He's 50.
I am getting gray hairs. That's not a lie either. I do have some gray hairs. 22, my hair's going gray. So anyway,
in more recent stuff, I wouldn't say maybe this might not be so much a game art style, but maybe more a gameplay style, I guess. But the new Tomb Raider, the reboot.
okay. Okay, yeah.
I really enjoy how they kind of try to make it more of a cinematic like feel towards it.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't. I hear people saying they don't like the cinematic gameplay a lot.
Well, it's when games like Resident Evil 6 does it and makes you press buttons non-stop through it.
Yeah. Man, Resident Evil 6.
But the new Tomb Raider has a way of, like, it's honestly, it's not that big of a game. It's not that big of an open world area, but it has a way of making it feel like it's bigger than what it is.
And I'm gonna say again, the atmosphere. It really draws you in.
I just wish they had better tombs to raid.
Wish it had better puzzles.
Which, by the way, I gave away that big collection of Tomb Raider games.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was for charity, or it was for people watching the charity.
Nice.
But, yeah. I mean, it looked not. I mean, although we're not talking about graphics, it looked nice. I thought, just everything about it. I want to play the new one, but I rebought the first one on PC. Gonna hopefully play through that at some point. And
That's true.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be better on PC, like, because I remember the controls. Going back to those controls, awful.
Then when Rise of the Tomb Raider comes out on whenever next year on PC, I'll be ready for it, hopefully. Which, from the looks of things, it had better like tunes and stuff, and more of a puzzle feel in it.
Nice.
Because if you remember in the first one, they didn't really have that grasp with the tunes. Like there were some you just kind of ran through, and it wasn't even really so much platforming or puzzling in them. It was just kind of bland.
It was. The only one that even sticks out to me is the wind puzzle, where you have to control the wind in that tower.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even hard. Took me one try. So, yeah, they need better tunes.
Well, I'll do this for the next one, but a good idea for the next one, put a little box with the music song, with the name of the song and stuff in it on there somewhere. Or maybe get a layout. That would be nice too.
I'll work on making a layout.
I mean, right now I think I have... Yeah, that YouTube video stopped. I don't need that on. But, yeah.
I haven't opened up Photoshop.
Shall I continue on down the everlasting list of games that I can talk about art styles for?
Yeah.
Or do you have something you want to throw in?
I do have a game, but I mean, if you want to say yours, go ahead.
What? Well, I may end up mentioning it because I think I know what that game is.
Probably not. I think I'm gonna hit you with a curveball on this one.
I don't remember the creator's name, but the trilogy, Ico, the Shadow of Colossus, and coming up. Well, that might not be it, but still, that was
amazing looking.
It had an amazing. Again, I want to say the gameplay kind of at least made Shadow of Colossus more amazing than what. The graphics themselves were kind of plain, I guess.
I like that style of graphics, though. I like that really heavy, atmospheric.
Maybe it wasn't so much the style of graphics, if they would have just... It was kind of the same problem to me as with... You never played Twilight Princess, have you? Legend of Zelda?
I started to, I didn't get far into it.
Well, anyways, when you get to the open world part, it's very empty.
Yeah.
And it kinda kills it for me, with it being just completely empty.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, I've never even heard of that game, Ray. I will look it up right now. But yeah, I mean, you have a bigger love for the Shadow of Colossus than what I just like the idea of it for the same reason that it's the same idea that I liked for the reason I still play Punch-Out. Beating boss to boss to boss and just you have to figure out their pattern. Yeah,
and that's why I like Shadow of the Colossus too. Because I feel the gameplay was fantastic. It had the controls for the game were fantastic. They were simplistic yet incredibly functional, and it really worked well with the the bosses where you had to use like the controls in a different way for each boss. Like some would have you climb a lot, some would have you doing a lot of fine shooting, stuff like that I really liked how they kind of diversified it a little bit.
Oh, that looks cool, Ray. That looks really sweet.
Let me look. I'm gonna look it up too.
It's very bright and colorful and makes everything stand out.
Oh, okay. Kind of reminds me of
Mega Man?
I was going to say
Castle Crashers?
No. Hold on.
That's another
Metal
good one,
Slug.
actually, but...
Kind of reminds me of the new Metal Slug.
Oh, yeah. It does have a Metal Slug feel to it.
It does.
But still bright and colorful and makes stuff stand out nonetheless.
Also, like the Scott Pilgrim game.
I think I see more Metal Slug than Scott Pilgrim, but I can kinda see it.
Yeah. It does look pretty cool. That is actually a really cool looking game.
I had Gunstar Heroes on the Wii, actually. It was pretty fun to play locally. I mean, I would have gotten it on Xbox Live, but I know I have no luck with buying them old games on Xbox Live and people still actually playing them online. Which Gunstar Heroes, it's a great like Contra type shooter.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it, since I don't think you've played it or heard of it. It's
I haven't
basically
played it.
Contra, the gameplay style, anyways.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Huh. Kind of the run and gun, dodge bullets, and... Nice.
Oh, sweet. I wish you could hear my music too, but I don't know how we can set it up to where we can both hear the music. Right now, a remix to Pac-Man's coming on.
Oh, nice.
And the problem with listening to the stream itself, you'll hear your echo.
Yeah. That's why I have it muted.
Yeah, me too. But yeah. You go ahead and mention what you're doing, and I'm gonna get stuff to show for the next one I want to talk about.
Okay. Before I mention mine, right?
Alright.
I'm gonna do what I had planned. I wanted to do it at the beginning, but we got talking and stuff. So we're kind of doing this list of like the art styles in games. Yeah, it's like supposed to be like a top 5 list, but we're terrible at that.
Obviously.
Well, especially going at it really quick, or like just out spur of the moment. Really bad at it. So, what I wanted to do is ask the people in the stream, what kind of list they wanted to see.
Interesting. So, Ray Robotnik, what list do you want to see for the next? And I have a feeling we're about ready to have another troll in the chat room, or a troll in the chat room. But let's give him a chance.
Well, while you're doing that, I would like to ask the question, what list would, you want to see?
Too bad. He had a chance, but he decided to try to be funny.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So, we're really bad at coming up with ideas. So, usually try and lean upon my girlfriend, who comes up with ideas better. She came up with the name Gamestuffed. So that's why I wanted to ask the people on the stream what kind of list they wanted to see. That way we have a better chance at coming up with something good. And it'll give us time to think for next time, because if we don't, we're gonna spend the entire week trying to think of just what the list is gonna be about.
Obviously, right now our top whatever list, because there's no particular number, has become the topic of this episode. So, yeah. Normally, we would like to make a top 5 list into a small section.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time to think of a list.
So this just talking about games and the games we like the art styles for. So that's what I wanted to bring up there before I said my next one, which I'm gonna go into that. My next one, right, is an indie game. It's a little, it's on Steam. I don't know if you've heard of it. Probably have. Probably haven't played it, but it's called Apotheon.
What's it called?
Apotheon. Apotheon.
Oh yeah. It's the Egyptian-looking thing.
Greek.
Oh, sorry. Bad for my culture. I know. I'm terrible.
I love that art style. Like, when it comes to like a side-scrolling game, I mean, that looks just fantastic. It's art. That's just actually just what this is a work of art. So I started playing it, right? And it's actually really fun. The controls are actually really good on it.
I gave away one of them games too, because I bought it when it was cheap and gave it away on the charity.
Oh yeah?
I know, what did I not give away on the charity event?
But that's what I wanted to bring up, was that game. That was my curveball.
Actually, I would agree with that. That is a really unique kind of game.
That's what I go for. I really tend to lean upon the unique type of games.
Right.
Like Antechamber.
Oh, that's a nice little hand-drawn surprise. And anyone who's played Anti-Chamber, that game can go different ways.
Really quickly.
I've never beaten it, but oh my gosh. It's kind of difficult.
The game
not
mechanics.
Difficult, it's just...
It changes the game mechanics when you go through it. Like, you start off just walking around, then you actually get a tool.
It's weird. You have to... The game kind of changes your direction as you look at stuff from a different angle, like a doorway appears or something that would normally not be there. Kind of like if you was to take... kind of like in Super Paper Mario. You have your 2D part and your 3D part, and you can flip them. Well, one way you won't see a doorway, but if you flip it, you'll see a solution or a doorway to enter to continue on. That's kind of like Anti-Chamber, but more
off the wall?
More or less noticeable.
Yeah. I love that concept for a game. I'm all about puzzles. I love mind things. I love thinking. I love working through a problem. And that's why I really like it. That's the same reason I have to mention it. I'm always gonna mention it. I love Portal.
He does. He really does.
I really do. Portal's awesome. That's my all-time favorite game. Portal 2. Portal 2 really did it right.
Is Portal 3 still coming?
Hope so. I want it more than Half-Life 3. And we lose votes.
Alright, so why not jump to the very recent, because I don't know, this game wowed me. Like, I'm excited I want to play it, and the world looks fantastically done. Legend of Zelda Wii U.
True. That does look fantastic.
Ads, go away, YouTube ads. But I mean, oh my gosh, the world, it looks so big, so colorful in its own way, and just...
Yeah. It looks really good.
And I notice I've been mentioning a lot of Zelda, but...
Zelda just has one of those, like, the art style of all the Zeldas. Legend of Zelda. I mean...
That's A Link Between Worlds, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
I remember when we hung that poster.
I remember when we bought it. Along with my other posters.
But I mean, there's not really much more I can explain about it, because I mean, everyone knows it looks great and fantastic. Not really particularly unique, but it does what it does really well.
Yes.
And every time I look at it, I just want to play it. And this ain't the most recent video, because they had a small trailer. The grass looks a ton better than what it does in the video right now. Like, they've done a good job with it. Now just hopefully it's not one big empty world.
It looks amazing. It really does.
And I'm just gonna point out there, because I'm a fan of the color blue, obviously with my normal stream layout and my avatar, blue. I'm not disappointed that right now the main character starts with a blue shirt.
Tunic.
If you want, yeah, sure, tunic. I don't know if it's really a tunic or not, though.
I don't know. What's the actual definition of a tunic?
A Legend of Zelda shirt.
A loose garment, typically sleeveless. He's wearing sleeves, isn't he?
Yeah.
And reaching the wearer's knees, as worn in ancient Greece and Rome.
Huh. So everybody, a tunic is a sleeveless dress, I guess.
Well, not really a dress.
Okay.
I could sport a tunic. Daring me? Because I'll wear a tunic.
Oh my.
I'm not afraid to wear a tunic.
Everyone, you heard it. He's not afraid. You want Wedge to wear a tunic? Everybody vote now.
trying to find a tunic.
Well, don't you typically make everything?
Normally.
So
It's gonna be a really multicolored tunic, let me tell you. So, on with like the Legend of Zelda though, all of Legend of Zelda just looks fantastic normally. Like, even when you go to Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, 16-bit, still looks amazing. It's that art style.
Sadly, I'm not really sure how the 2DS games come out. Or not 2DS, but DS games.
See.
Oh.
I mean, still has that feel. Legend of Zelda has a feel. Every Legend of Zelda has a feel.
True that.
It just feels like Legend of Zelda.
I never even made it to looking at my Steam list yet. Ray told me about that game, then I automatically went to look it up to see what it was.
Yeah, I mean, for the list, I'm out. I'm done. That's all I could come up with.
Have you heard of anything recent?
Like, the only really recent game that I really want to play is the trying to think of the name. Back to Shadow of the Colossus. It's the sequel.
Yeah.
What's the sequel?
I don't know, cause you're the one that told me about it.
The Last Guardian. The Last Guardian. Yeah, I really want to play that. It's the thing that's actually really making me want to buy a PS4.
Nice.
Yep.
I mean,
Which is not gonna happen soon.
There's a few more games to throw out there, actually, like one of them being Grow Home. It had a unique little...
That's right. I was gonna talk about that too.
Though, I don't know. At the same time, Grow Home feels a little unfinished to me.
Yeah. Definitely does. The game itself feels unfinished.
I made it up to the ship, though, when I played it during the charity stream.
Did you?
A few people tend to thought Bud was cute.
I mean, Michael Jordan with those jumps.
And no one knows about that reference except me.
It's probably for the best. Let's be honest. Probably for the best.
Then you got like the Don't Starve series with its kind of goth take on the art style.
Yeah.
Oh, and along with goth, you got Contrast.
Yeah.
Which, that is a really odd game to play. Really odd.
Is it really?
Yes. The puzzles are kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie, because you gotta maneuver between the actual world and your shadow, or something like that. I don't know, it has a really kind of complex story to it.
I have it. I haven't got around to playing it, but I really do want to.
I think you gave it to me.
I think so too. I think it was on sale, and I bought it, and then I was like, man, this is cheap, and I bought it for you.
I think you gave it to me for my birthday.
Yeah, you wanted it. It was on your list.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of things on my list that I don't remember. Oh, speaking of which, I should look at my list.
What is that game called? It made me think of a game that I was gonna say, but I don't really remember it now.
Sorry. Music, leave me alone.
I'm gonna ask you a set of rigorous questions so I can remember this game.
Okay.
Ready?
So we're playing 20 questions then. Sweet.
Yeah, sure. I beat the game at your house on the Xbox 360. What is that game?
Are you able to ask any more questions?
I think your roommate bought it. I was watching your roommate play it,
Limbo.
and then I played. Yeah. Knew it would work. Talking about art styles. Limbo.
Black and white and gray.
And simple shapes.
Yeah.
It's a really effective. It makes the tense moments really tense.
Lego Worlds looks pretty sweet if they would just finish it. It's kinda too basic for me at $15 at the moment.
Yeah.
Drunken...
I saw it.
Okay. I don't know if you've seen this, but you might have to look it up, but it's very cool art style too. Drunken robot pornography.
Yes, I have seen it. Flashy,
Yeah.
colorful mayhem.
I still want Freedom Planet. Ray's beaten that one. Which it looks exactly like Sonic, pretty much. Gameplay and graphics.
I think I saw that actually. You said Freedom Planet?
Yeah.
I have seen that on actually that's on my wish list. That's why I've seen it.
Alumbra. That's another type of shadow looking game.
I have no idea what that is. I've never seen it. Never heard of it. What is it?
Alumbra. Honestly, I'm not sure on that situation. I don't know about it. Inc. 21, I should say. I don't really keep up with a lot of, I don't know what you would call it. I don't keep up with
Current events.
Yeah, current events are info on people really. When it comes to the game world, I mainly just I try to keep up just on whatever I feel like looking up. Have you heard of it?
Talking about like Bruce Jenner? Is that what it is?
Caitlyn Bruce transformation.
Yeah, the Bruce Jenner.
Yeah,
Going
name
through
doesn't ring a bell to me, so I can't really have any thoughts on it.
The whole big thing.
From the sound of it, it sounds like something you don't really care about.
I really don't. When it comes to things like that, I mean, you get into heavy topics of like, he went through like a sex change. I
Oh,
guess.
that's what that thing is?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
If that's what that thing is, then yeah, I have heard about it, but really,
I don't care.
I just, yeah. Zelda series definitely for me.
So,
Grand Theft Auto series have felt way too much the same kind of for me. Granted, I'm not saying Zelda does anything too different with their games either. I just kind of like, I don't know, I just like Zelda type gameplay over Grand Theft Auto. I like exploring the new dungeons each game. I like how much bigger and bigger they can make it feel.
I would agree on the Zelda series for both of those. Above GTA. GTA gets too... I don't know, I get bored with GTA. After a couple missions, I don't feel like playing anymore. Zelda keeps me occupied.
Now,
And-
if you do Final Fantasy versus Dragon Quest, I'm gonna go all way Dragon Quest because I like that over Final Fantasy. I just like the simplistic look of Dragon Quest and how colorful it is, and just I hope Dragon Quest 11 comes to the PS4 in North America. Yeah. This Streamcast, we're just kind of talking about different art styles for games and such. Just whatever comes to our mind, so if you have something you want to throw out there, we'll talk about it.
True that.
Let's see.
There was another one I was thinking of. I swore I was thinking of another game that just the art style really oh hey,
What?
it's not an art. I don't know what you think about art style, but N plus. Really simplistic fun game.
I really hope that I wish they would bring that version to PC to play with other people on Steam, because although it was hard, it was really fun. And yes, Inc. Yes. Vote up for that. Beautiful Joe series.
Yep. I agree. I remember. Actually, I rented that game. Gamefly. I had Gamefly at that time, and I got it and I beat it.
Don't we
was a good
own
game.
both the Beautiful Joes, or just one?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering if you know off the top of your head.
I don't know, but I could check.
That's alright. Basically, Inc., our little setup here, just to throw it out there to people that might not know, the video game collection, we are building a video game collection through both of us.
Yep.
Basically one collection between both of us.
More games, half the price.
Right on.
The only problem is you're 2 hours away from me.
Now you're just exaggerating.
I mean,
It's a 2-hour drive, but he's only 1 hour away from me. There you go.
depends on how fast you're going.
Depends if a police officer stops me or not.
Or your car breaks down. That would be more my case.
Yeah, that could delay time too.
Yeah, I rented a lot of games. I never really rented games from Blockbuster because we didn't have one around us.
We had a bunch of small local renting shops.
We did. We actually had a gas station that rented out games.
I remember a drive-through that rented out stuff. I rented Excite Bike through them a few times.
I rented a whole bunch of N64 games from the Sunoco when they used to rent out games next to me.
I remember that time.
Yep. Man, I rented a lot of N64 games.
But yeah, it's kind of fun doing it that way, or having both of us have a collection. All right, yeah, I'll show some art style of
Apotheon.
Apotheon. Yeah. Oh boy.
Which we did talk about earlier.
I also apologize for how long this is taking, because I said before, I'm streaming on one screen, so it's kind of difficult to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's alright. We did talk about, I brought it up in actually my list, Apotheon, because I really like, and then we agreed, man, that's a really good looking game. It's a work of art itself.
That it is, but I will show it to you here in a second. Once I go through all of this stuff to shrink it down.
Oh, that reminds me. It's not quite. I mean, it's
What do we got here? There we go. Play. There you go. It's happening on screen. What was I gonna say? Yes. Pronunciation. I'm gonna stop pronouncing stuff and just, yeah.
pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Yeah. There's a way to say it. Just, yeah.
Pronunciation.
Yeah.
Enunciate.
What I was going to say is, it's really fun having a game collection together because, for example, our last big pickup that we did through the first game convention we ever went to, we was able to make a deal for a big bundle of games where we just split the payment, and we was able to get better deals that way, and it was both going towards our same collection. What are you doing?
I have to, because it's amazing.
He's leaving me solo for a second, I guess.
I am, but I'm still talking. I'm still connected.
Okay.
I have to. It's a thing I gotta do. Because it's a really good. We got like the best deal on this.
Well, I will sit here watching the fantastic art style of Apotheon. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. Probably our greatest pickup from that we were able to get a good deal on.
Glare.
I'll find it. Take it out of the case. Probably not as glare now as glary?
No, it's not.
We'll go with that word.
Box
glare.
Super Metroid, which Ray actually played through on her channel.
Really?
She has it, I think, in her highlights on her channel, so you can go.
Awesome.
Well, she has the final boss highlighted, I think. So, yeah, she played through that and Legend of Zelda as well.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I mean, we got a fantastic deal on this game. by we actually had to combine our money.
What we had left over.
This was a end of the day 30-minute debate on whether we should buy this. This was our big find, big buy.
Which, by the way, since we're talking about art style and games and stuff like that, I'm just gonna shout out Ray Robotnik and say she's the greatest artist in the world. Yeah. So yeah, go check her out. She can draw nearly anything, if not everything.
Really good. I mean, the drawing is amazing. Really is. So
yeah. This is what happens when we don't plan. It's just a bunch of generic talking. Yeah.
Well, we'll plan more for future. Get it really fleshed out.
Well, we will say we will plan more, but what will really happen is we'll still do stuff at last minute. It's how it always goes.
Procrastinator all my life and can't stop now. But I think that's all I can think of on the art styles. Oh.
So I guess just to randomly chat game game news and all that.
Yep.
What's your big opinion on Battlefront?
Well,
you're welcome, Ray. You deserve it.
Well, let's see. Battlefront. It looks amazing. From what I've heard, a buddy of mine bought it. From what I heard, he finds it pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then from what I've heard of other people, that it lacks pretty heavily on content.
I've also heard that. So, would you buy it?
That's kind of hard to say. Okay, so the reason that's really hard for me to say is because I used to be really big into online gaming back when I bought the Xbox 360. Not so much anymore. For me to buy a game just to solely play online, probably not. Unless it's like an MMO or something.
Okay, yeah.
That I can build up on my own pace, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The Battlefront and like Call of Duty and Halo and those type of online games, you don't really build up at your own pace. You kind of either gotta stick with the game and build up along with other people, or you're out. Is the way I see it.
Yeah.
So, to solely play online, probably not. I wouldn't. Because life right now doesn't really allow that.
Would price make a difference for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you'd buy it if it was like, how low? 40, 30, 20, $2?
Now you're getting the mark. I am really, really cheap.
You and a lot of other people, Wedge.
I don't think I've ever bought a game on Steam full price. I don't even think I've ever bought a game full price. Okay, that's a lie. I've bought maybe 2 games full price that I pre-ordered.
One of them being, it was a Call of Duty game. I don't remember what one.
Probably Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty Black Ops.
Sorry, I'm jamming to the music.
Yeah, when it comes to money, I'm really, really frugal. I do not like to spend money. Which is completely different from you.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
We had this discussion once of you will buy things that you don't even necessarily want just because you like spending money.
Sadly, he's got a way to prove that on more than one occasion.
Oh, it's so good.
Of course, the biggest occasion is probably... I was waiting for you, dude.
Are you talking about the PS3? No.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I didn't get you to buy that.
Huh?
I didn't make you buy that.
We weren't talking about what you make me buy. We're talking about just what I buy in general.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm gonna tell the story now. Okay, so...
Go right ahead, storyteller.
Yeah, you got your vacation pay, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a vacation pay, tax return, something.
Whatever it was like $500, $600.
Yeah.
So, I was going to your house. Well, we were going to your house. I didn't have a car at the time, so you were picking me up, and I was gonna stay at your house for a little while.
Yeah.
And you didn't have a PS3, but God of War 3 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it just come out?
I won't say specifically because I don't really know.
Somewhere around there. Anyway, you played God of War 1, God of War 2. I was there for both of those. I didn't play them, but I watched you play them. So, wanted to play God of War 3. You really wanted to play God of War 3. And so we stopped in at GameStop. I know, GameStop. Ugh. So
it's okay. In the end, I kind of screwed them.
Yeah, that's the best part. So, anyway, we go in there. You buy a whole PS3. Did you buy it new?
Yes, that's the reason why I could.
You bought it new. You bought a controller. You bought 3 games, 2 games, 3 games.
Some of the games I didn't buy new. Like, I don't think I bought God of War 3 new.
I don't think you did either, but you definitely bought 3D Game Heroes.
All the accessories I got new.
Yeah, you got a bunch. I don't remember what all you got. You got an HDMI cable. Hold on. There we go. Tickle in my throat. You got, God of War 3. 3D Game Heroes. And now you bought something else, but I don't remember what it was.
Little Big Planet.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because we played that. So, you bought all those games, the accessories, more controllers, HDMI cable, brand new PS3. Got to your house. Opened it up. Your roommate, one of your friends, I was there. We were all watching you play God of War 3. Because, let's face it, it's more of a movie than a game. Beat it that night.
Yes.
And then we played a little bit of 3D Game Heroes. We played some Little Big Planet. That's when I figured out that I could slap you in the game.
Yeah.
That's all that turned into,
Then-
is slap fights. So then,
As far as that night's over, right? We're
Yeah,
done, we're
so-
done with that night, so you're back home now, right?
yeah, I went back home because I was over there for like 2 nights, and then
Anyways, I give him a call like 5 or 6 days later.
this is how it went. Hey, what's up? Oh, not much. Yeah, you'll never believe what I did. That's how you started the conversation.
Yeah.
You'll never believe what I did. Well, I guess not. What did you do? I returned the PS3 and all the accessories and the games and everything for full price.
I lost out on money because of opening one controller.
That's right.
Or opening the packages, so I had to trade the controllers back in, but all the rest of the stuff, they gave me my money back.
Yeah. So you got like almost all the money back. And then you proceed to say, huh, what should I spend my money on? So what should I buy? Man, I don't know, maybe a PS3? Nope, already did that. Check that off the list. Man, that was funny.
I don't think you even want to get into our whole DS shenanigans.
Or what?
DS shenanigans?
How many times did you buy that thing?
I think it was only 2, but I also then got a 3DS as well.
Yeah, you really love spending money. Yep. How many times have you bought the Dragon Quest games?
2 times on the DS.
Yeah. It's really funny.
I mean, I guess I don't really have a valid argument because I don't know, every time I sit down to try to play a handheld, it never
You-
sticks with me.
I mean, you go into it forcefully. I mean, when you buy a handheld, you're like, I'm all in it. And you buy games, you buy a handheld, you buy artwork, strategy guides.
I have not personally played Asura's Wrath, but I wanted to, I just never bought the game.
That game looked amazing.
It's one of the recommendations when I ask what are some good story-driven games.
Yeah, that game really does look good.
And it's made by Capcom, who hasn't been too successful here lately.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Konami, because oh my gosh. Have you heard stories about Konami here lately?
Not lately.
Gosh. They... Pretty much, people are saying, or employees are saying that some of the stories that the employees said that what Konami does to their employees is just makes them look bad.
Oh, like I did hear about Konami, like not letting Kojima accept the award for the game.
Yeah, there was that here recently.
That's ridiculous.
Nice, Ray, nice. Oh my gosh.
I think I'm running dry on things to talk about.
Well, we've been going for nearly an hour and a half.
True. I think this is probably our most successful podcast.
I hope not. I mean, we can technically dig up so much stuff. I mean, look at how much we played games over the year, and how many stories we have and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said.
We have a rich history in video games. That is true.
I don't know when the next episode will be, but we'll try to fit one in next week at some point.
Yep. That's the plan. And before we leave, what should our top 5 list be?
So we're gonna put our stuff. We're gonna put our hands in the viewers, or not how you say that. We're going to put our suffering in the viewers' hands. Come on, pull it together, Wedge. You'll survive.
Yeah, that was funny. So anyway, yeah. Because it would drive us crazy if we had to come up with everything. So
basically, just give us a topic to try to put a list together for, whether it be some kind of best memories or best controller, best worst controller, worst memories.
Ooh. Something. I mean, then we'll that'll give us time to think about it. Hopefully make it a shorter list, come up with some other topics to talk about next episode. Actual topics, you know what I mean? Topics for discussion.
But while we wait on that, yeah, well, we already know your most favorite game in the whole wide world. Portal 2.
Making it sound like it's not as good. Fantastic game.
I'm still playing that gameplay footage.
I realized. So I'm gonna have some games to give away at some point if I keep buying these Humble Bundles.
Well, yes you will.
Oh no, I will. I think I already have a duplicate.
Well, while we were waiting, I am going to give... Well, let me update that real quick.
This is a pretty good idea. What do you think? Best controllers, worst controllers list?
Hang on. I'm updating my follow these channels list.
Oh, nice. Don't have that many posters. I don't know.
Why can't I type?
Ooh, that's pretty interesting.
Oh, now I gotta get back to chat to read. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
So I like the idea of the best controllers, worst controllers, which is something cool we can talk about with, that's pretty interesting. Actually, I really like that list because we can also have a discussion on what we think about the Steam controller.
Are we talking about like top 5 best and worst? Because that's making 2 lists, or what are we talking about here?
I think it should be like all-time best, all-time worst.
Okay, yeah, that can work a bit better when you're doing something like that.
Yeah, and then we can have like in-betweens too, like pretty good, like I like that controller too, but this is the all-time best.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In our opinion, of course.
Well,
no
yeah.
copyright claim or anything. And yes, them are the wrong words to use in that situation, so you'll be getting that a lot.
I think that's what we should do the next episode on, and then I also like that idea of console design.
Gosh, there's so many consoles.
There's so many controllers.
There's so many bad and good designs with it all.
I know. So I think we should do the for next time. Let's do the best and worst controller. What do you think?
That sounds about right to save for a small section.
Yep. And then next episode, let's do console design.
All right.
Sound good?
Alrighty.
That'll give us a lot of time for research, thinking of things. Well, yeah, I'm gonna look up designs. Yeah, no, I really like those ideas. Those are awesome. Good job.
Good job, chat. And to give final shout out to some main channels that I have. Follow the Indie Initiative because I am a part of the community there, along with Ray, and they are trying to build to be a 24/7 7 days a week, stream 24-hour type thing with a bunch of streamers. Also, Ray Robotnik, of course. She's kinda been my mentor and my noobish streaming type thing. And the one I just added is Indy. He was the one that did the big 12-day charity event thing. He's a bit of a bigger channel, but he's pretty awesome.
Cool.
And with that, so I will see all of you great people on Wednesday then when I play a game. And I'm just gonna say a game because, well, I don't know, tonight I ended up playing Toy Story. Maybe I'll make it back to .hack eventually.
And you guys will see me in the next episode of the Gamestuffed Streamcast. Is that what we're calling this?
That's what I called it, just to be quick about it.
Podcast, Streamcast. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the video to catch up to cut it off.